Okay, Coach, you know, the folks in the dog pound, they live for games like this. Snowy conditions here at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. And they're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
Here we go.
To the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Check the backer, check the backer. Safe.
This is Joe Mixon, 4th in the NFL in rushing last season. And they are not going to let him turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the gate. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's 2nd down.
Flare. Flare. 25, check 25, check 25. Big dad. Go.
On 2nd down, Mixon, and he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the...
It's caught inside the 25, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A.J. Green, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there, and it's now a 7-0 game. Will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be taken very short. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 27.
Hurry!
Mayfield looks to throw. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw it. Man open, that's Damian Radley. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. Now the 3rd leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Check 99.
On third down, it's Nick Chubb. Pushing his way through. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with his 16th touchdown of the year. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On second down now, Mixon. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And this is taken in at the 5. A big play there for Cincinnati. 46 yards. They'll give it to Mixon. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Here's 2nd and 8. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals.
Shit, Mike.
From 8 yards out, and the Bengals have taken the lead. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
And that one gets blocked. There's simply nothing simple about trying to execute the PAT in some snow.
No, absolutely not. We saw Exhibit A of it right there.
You know, one thing that's going to be happening in the game now, the analytics side is going to get involved about what it takes, what the percentages are in the snow, what it's going to be like in the rain. All those things are going to come into play. You may see people decide to go for 2 more often if you have inclement weather.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down. They run again on first down, Chubb. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. They go with Chubb on second down. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A rough go there on third down, a loss of 4.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now Mayfield on fourth down. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on fourth down, and the Bengals will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground, and they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Carl Joseph up from his safety spot to make the play. On second down, Mixon. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. To try to pick it up. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Throwing on first down. Love.
Just about every coach we
into a double team, and it's intercepted.
You gotta go get that home, Mike.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now he's going to go deep down the left side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into it?
And he'll take this into the end zone.
Fucking user.
A.J. Green, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Well, they just scored, they got the lead, and they decide to keep their foot on the accelerator, so to speak.
Scouting, scouting, scouting. They had to have seen something in their preparation for this game that told them in this situation, if they get the look they like, let's go ahead and go for it anyway. They like being bold.
They'll start here with a give to Mixon. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. This is Mixon. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Love. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. On 3rd down, Mixon. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. On 4th down, Love. Airing this one out for Evans. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And this Browns defense stands tall. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down. A give running right is Chubb. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Decision made for Sean McVay. They're going to go for it, running for it. Here's Chubb. And boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Nick Chubb stops short, and the Bengals will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going, and thus far the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have, and think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? He said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Love. Airing this one out for Evans. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl quarterback Denzel Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Browns drive about to get started. And this is not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there.
Way to go hawk that nigga.
Play that time out of Chubb, 86 yards. So down inside the 5-yard line. I have to say, really just a poor job defensively there.
You're exactly right. As a former defensive back, that was not played well at all. But
and he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb. Touchdown of the game, 17th on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up 1st and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches, why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they were able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown, we saw the payoff, but of course that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
Here we go. The money plan. The mic. Watch the run. Watch the run. Alert.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. The 2nd down play not much better than the 1st. Just a gain of 1 there.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Now Joe Mixon. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
In my humble estimation, terrific work there defensively. Running backs trying to get wide, get to the sideline, and they beat him to the spot, forced him out of bounds, pretty close to the line of scrimmage.
On 4th down, Love. He's going to rifle one deep left. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A.J. Green with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Bullet good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be fielded at the 8. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the 2nd half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. A run for Nick Chubb. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout. as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. They run. Chubb. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
Silly move.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
A final shot before break. Love. And he's going to go down.
Gotta get that off, Love.
Couldn't get a throw off with a pressure.
Get it off,
Maybe that was
Love.
for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The lake effect snow set to continue for the second half of action as we are back underway. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. A gutsy call there. You exit the locker room with a lead, tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kickstarted things going in the opposite direction.
Now Chubb on 1st down, able to work his way forward for about 5. Jesse Bates, who led the Bengals in tackles as a rookie, there to make the stop. They run it again with Chubb. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Chubb. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. On the carry, it's Chubb. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. A 1st carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They run again with Hunt.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of it. No room to find to get upfield.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. They'll run for it. Chubb.
Let me switch. Man.
And he's able to get
Damn, I
the
can beat
1st
him
here
to the
as he's
corner if I
taken down
switch,
at the 25. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the 1st. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now Chubb running right. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Chubb. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. Still just a 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And he
No,
won't
sir.
get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Sean McVay's gamble does not pay off, and the Bengals will get the football back.
Here we go. Check three.
They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. A big play there for the Bengals. 57 yards on the ground. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
Switch gears.
Back to throw. Love. This is caught. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
That's a touchdown right there.
A.J. Green with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. They'll let Mixon try and run it in. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the 2-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football on the 2-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
On the ground, it's Chubb. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offense.
And now look at him go. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 57 yards. And the Browns get a score closer. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Check 13. Check 13. No.
Again, it's Mixon.
Let's go. Come on.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the second half alone? That's what you want as a runner, because
this is caught inside the 15. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A.J. Green with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And we're back now here in Cleveland, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. This will be fielded at the 8. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
they are. But with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence confidence into this one.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. One play, 80 yards. Oh, this is blocked. This is going the other way. But he doesn't get far.
Back.
They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I rarely question anyone's effort on the field. But normally, you give up a touchdown like that, a long-distance play, there's usually not a lot of resistance on the extra point. In this case, though, boy, they bowed their backs and got after it, didn't they?
A little revenge. Nicely done.
Yeah, way to go. Get in there, block it, and show them that they're still fighting.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Once again, they run with Mixon. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a third and about 5. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like...
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Gotta fucking work, Mike.
Williams, the rookie from LSU. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Handoff comes to Chubb. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. 30, 10, 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 20 on the year, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Extra point by Seibert up and good, as this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
They'll run here with Mixon. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That burst good for 20 and a first down. They'll run on first down. Mixon. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing with
Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A.J. Green becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. Bullock good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This one taken from the 7. And out a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started, and they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
If you love pressure,
I love it.
Let's see if they dial it up this drive. Powering his way forward. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. An opening for Chubb on 1st down as he dashes forward for about 7. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. A give, this is Chubb. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. They find some open field here. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Following the penalty, Chubb. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 21st touchdown of the season. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Extra point by Seibert up and good as this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The D-tackle Sheldon Richardson came barreling in for the sack. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to float this one deep right side. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Love. Airing this one out for Evans. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, Love. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Open man is Uzama. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Well, we saw action to the final whistle in this one. Not only the touchdown at the end to add to their lead, then they tried to put more on top of the 2-point conversion but didn't get it.
That's someone that wants to win and by as many as possible. They don't get the 2-point conversion to add on top, but just the idea.